Um, the first concert I ever went to was Ska Mania '98, which is
Nice.
Insider's Five Iron Frenzy Supertones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I ended up at that show
The Holy
was
Trinity, if you will.
yes. the
The
reason
Holy
that
Trilogy.
show the reason I ended up at that show was I had this very cool youth pastor who had given my mom a cassette tape that was like a Forefront Records compilation. That's where I heard DC Talk, and I was like trying to find more music like that. And I bought Wow 1999, and it
Yes.
had
Mhm.
Little Man by Supertones on it. And
Yes, it did.
I was already a bit of a ska kid up until that point. So it was like, oh, there's Christian ska. That's exciting. And like just as I discovered that song, the church was like, "Hey, there's this show in Philly. We're going to take kids there if anybody wants to go." And like I asked my mom, she trusted the people at the church and they drove me. And I remember my takeaway was the Insiders played first and I thought I found my new favorite band. And then Five
Oh.
Iron went on and I hated it. I liked I liked the Star Trek stuff that they were doing. Like I thought the Star Trek stuff was funny, but I was like, I think I was also just like tired. I was like, when is the Supertones band going to come on so I can go to bed? Like I was so exhausted.
Oh, that's
And
good.
then I thought the Supertones were like really cool. They're doing like the crowd surfing on the surfboard and like all of their shtick, and I was like really into it. Um, and I was like, yeah, Five Iron's fine, but Insiders, baby, that's where it's at. And it was later on, like I think I heard Dandelions. I heard no, it was One Girl Army. I heard One Girl Army on the Christian radio station. They had like a from 10 to 11 p.m. you could hear rock music on the
This is
Christian.
the only time you can
Saturday
have a
Night
One Girl Army on a
Shakedown.
Christian radio
Yeah,
station.
Yeah.
and I was like, hell yeah! Like I was really into that song, and then I kind of worked my way backwards from there. But Insiders for years, like at least 2 years, was like my band. I I think that they're an easy band to make fun of, similar to DC Talk. The Scalaluya stuff ages a little weird, but like the Motor City ska, and specifically Fight of My Life, I still think those are awesome records. Fight of My Life, I would say, could be in the conversation. Like if you were putting together a list of like best ska records of all time, I would throw that album in the contention and be like, give this album an actual listen, because Jigsaw, The Hunted,
You
the
become the
cover,
hunted.
yeah, the
Yep.
cover of
Yeah.
Just What You Want It, or Just What I Need It by the
Yeah, the
Cars.
car
Like
song. Yeah.
there's
Yep.
that's a really good 10 tracks. Like from front to back, it's really good.